G'day everyone, welcome to another episode of Property Palz. My name is Ben.
My name is Marcus.
And we are so excited to be back for our episode big 3-0 of the podcast.
3-0, you know what that means, Ben?
Wow, what does that mean?
It means we've done 30 episodes.
That's simple logic and it makes sense.
It does make sense, Ben. I'm very excited. Thank you to everyone who's been involved. We're very excited to keep going. Now, Ben.
And please like, subscribe, tell your mum, dad, auntie,
partners,
uncle,
everyone.
Everyone you know who's got to know about the podcast so that we can break, boom, 20 followers.
Yes, let's do it. Ben, housing statement, I think we've talked about it in a previous episode. It came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
800,000 homes in 10 years, I think it was. 80,000 per year. What do you think about that?
I think it's a big aim. And so 80,000, that's for the housing statement for the state of Victoria in Australia. Now, I think probably the key thing to understand was from memory, it was about 53,000 homes or 50,000 homes is what we have been building over the past so many years.
Yeah.
So to jump that up to 30, an additional 30,000, that's pretty significant.
And I think with our labour shortage, especially in Victoria, about those specific trades, it might be challenging, but hey, kudos for putting the bar up here.
That's right, and it's a great time to be in property because there's obviously opportunity that we need to build more houses, apartments, townhouses, homes, and so if you're watching the podcast, you'll learn where to buy.
You will. Let's go, Ben, into number 5. I'm going to Wominjeka Walk, West Melbourne, 109/10. Now, Ben, it's a 1-bed, 1-bath, 1-car in Wominjeka Walk.
And what's special about this one, Marcus?
It's Wominjeka Walk. Sorry, stumbled over that one. Private sale, 420 to 460k, Benjamin. Now, 55 square metres internal and circa 45 square metres external terrace. Now, Ben, what do you think about that? You've nearly got as big of space outside as you do inside.
Well, this is a pad to party.
Thank you, Benjamin. On an internal rate, that is approximately $8,363 per square metre. What do you think about that rate, Ben? And firstly, do you think you could build something for that rate
So
now?
One more time, what was the price per square metre?
420 to 460k and $8,363 per square metre.
So when I hear it, that's a good buying amount because if you're buying for under 10,000 a square metre, if it's a good quality apartment, it could be quite good.
Yeah, Ben, I just don't see things being able to be developed on a rate now off the plan of 8,000 per square metre. You can't, I don't think you can do that. It's good buying.
It's very difficult at the moment with construction costs and the prices and everything involved because when you develop something, you need land, consultants, construction, all that sort of stuff adds up.
You do. It's a generally sized, they say, 1-bedder. It doesn't have the dimensions on it, Ben. It's in the West End district, open concept. What do you think about the timber flooring? I really like it.
I think, Marcus, and we'll pop up a photo of some of the interiors. That is quite beautiful, I think, the way that it's done the inside. Now, we haven't inspected this, but, that kitchen bench, the joinery, the kitchen area, the timber floorboards, ooh.
It is. It's a bit different. You've got, the actual kitchen bench top facing one way, and then you've got the kitchen, the oven and the stovetop on another way.
Yeah.
Slightly different, but you know what?
I like it.
I
like it too.
It's facing south, so somewhat might not get much natural light. Could the other building opposite be developed eventually? But it doesn't even matter. You're south facing. You're not getting much natural light anyway.
And also too, normally you'd like a view of the sky and everything, and you do get a little bit of the sky, but the building opposite, yes, it's got windows facing. It's kind of old heritage. It looks kind of cool.
Not bad, good size, I think, Ben.
So too.
Last sold in 2017, perhaps off the plan for 495k, so it could be sold as a loss.
Okay.
Listed for rent in September 22 at 475k. Now, this one has the change in median value of a unit in West Melbourne is 2.1% down over the last 12 months.
Okay, well, it's not too bad. So I think it's a good one that now we're going to jump into number 4.
And good for first home buyers under the $600,000
True, because you'll save that
quantum.
stamp duty. Now, number 4, Marcus, we're going into the CBD this is a heritage, beautiful Art Deco, very famous building.
Is it?
258 Flinders Lane.
Really?
Now, this is unit number 404. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, no car, but you're in the CBD, so, CBD living, don't even need a car. An expression of interest quoted for $860,000 to $900,000. This is the only Majorca house. Art Deco designed by Harry Norris in 1928. Now, when you hear Harry Norris, to those that follow the Melbourne architectural scene, you'll know that he also designed Nicholas Building, which will pop up at the moment. And he also designed a few other buildings, including Mitchell House, which will pop up a photo as well. So beautiful, well-regarded and well-known architect, very highly sought after building right in the heart of Flinders Lane in the culinary district around there.
Culinary,
You've got
nice.
the culinary, sorry. You've got Brunetti's, you've got some of these local little eateries and cute stores here and there, but it's a pretty good one. What do you reckon of it,
Yeah,
Marky?
but they've staged it really well, in my opinion. I think it's like quite nice. They've got the bedrooms, but the only thing, I'm not sure if I'm a sliding door man.
Oh yeah. But
You?
Then again, some people find the sliding door means that you can open it up so you've got an enlarged living room or an office area.
It's true.
So it could be a good stay at home. And some people, it also means that when the door doesn't fold in, it means you can maximise every square centimetre of that internal area.
And Ben, you're just so wise, but that bedroom too is 5.1 by 3.5 metres.
big.
That's actually a big boy.
And also, both bedrooms have a heater in there and the living room. Now, that's quite desirable in winter. So you only need to heat up one of those rooms rather than heating up the whole place.
Yeah, a heater, not reverse cycling. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was built in
Interesting.
1928, so...
I think it's a good option, Ben, but 900K?
It's a fairly big price, but I think that's partly represented by the internal area. Now, I think I had a quick sneak peek there, and it's about 80 square metres is my guess internally there. So it is over $10,000 a square metre, maybe even $11,000 a square metre. But, you know, it's a heritage building. It's got a really nice kind of entry area to the building, right in the heart of Flinders Lane, also just on the corner of... what's that laneway called? It's called...
Groves?
No, it's on the tip of my tongue at the moment.
The Tungi.
It's called the...
Flinders Lane?
No, just in here. Oh, there, a Centre Place. Gosh, I should know that. I used to take tours around the CBD.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, you know, it's a great area. This is a north-facing apartment, which is quite attractive. You kind of look out the balcony, you see just over the building in front of you, and it last sold for $850,000 in July 2018. So I'm guessing if it's quoted now for $860 to $900, they're probably wanting a little bit above that, so it's appreciated in that time. But this is a cute, cool apartment right in the heart of Flinders Lane.
Cute and cool, slightly dated, Ben. I think
A little
it needs
bit,
a bit of love. Just a bit of...
Might be a little bit of love.
Bit of love.
And it's got a storage cage or storage room too as well, which is
we
positive.
love.
Okay, Marky, bring on number 3.
Big boy, let's go to number 3. All right, Ben, I am going to take you to 10 of 301 St George's Road, Fitzroy North. Do you like Fitzroy North?
Oh, you know, call the fire brigade because we've got a hot one here.
Wang. 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 car. Auction 800 to 850K, Ben. It's on the Saturday, the 28th of October at 10 a.m. Be there or be square. Not sure how big it is, to be honest. There's nothing online that says how big it is, not on Price Finder, RP Data, but I think it's between 65 and 70 square metres.
Okay.
70, maybe 75, Ben. I was just doing a bit of an analysis, quick and dirty, and I think it'll be about 10 to 11K per square metre.
Okay.
In terms of the old Fitzroy Fire Station, Ben, this one is a part of the development.
So we'll pop up a photo here just of the Metropolitan Fire Brigade building.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The heritage.
It's really, really cute.
Yeah, it's not in the actual heritage component of the development. Having said that, it's involved in that. It's a mixed-use zone. So
we'll just pop up the back. This is an extension at the back. And Marky, maybe just comment a little bit about the location, about, you know, kind of where it is.
Yes, Ben, let me just quickly have a look. So the location isn't a ripper location in Fitzroy North. It's actually backing onto the kind of, I was going to say the parkland, which is the Capital City Trail. So it has a lovely outlook. You've got natural light that's in, but it's on the Capital City Trail and the Inner Circle Rail Trail as well.
So it's a really interesting one, and I was looking at it too. It's like a triangle spot of land, which is mixed-use zones, which allowed them to, you know, redevelop to make it apartments.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's got a lot of character, and you did comment, Marcus, that this apartment itself is actually in the extension at the rear, which we'll pop up a photo of, but it's got a kind of cool look and overlooks the park, so you'll never get built out.
You will never get built out, Ben, which is a really big upside to that.
And north-facing.
North-facing. So it says it last sold in 2003 for 320K. Faces north, lovely terrace.
So it's been there for a while.
I'm a bit confused about when the development is done. Bathrooms are a little bit toyed. Have you looked at the bathroom? Singular. Good, you kept me on my toes. But overall, I really like the 2 bedrooms. They're next to each other. It's not a massive deal, but you've got the terrace, and that is just awesome. You could have a barbecue out there. You could enjoy it. For the quantum of dollar, Ben, what do you think? It's asking 800 to 850K in Fitzroy with a great outlook.
In Fitzroy North with a great outlook. I think It's interesting when you comment on a square metre rate, what that actually comes out to, and you were saying you think it's about 11,000 a square metre. Is it? Well, for an existing good quality apartment, I don't think it's outrageous. It's only got one bathroom, which will put off some buyers at that $850,000 range. But maybe that's your opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think like the location I know is very good. Fitzroy North, and it's kind of on the right in the middle of Fitzroy North, Carlton North. It's, St George's Road. There is quite a lot of retail stuff around there, and it's a nice area to be. So I think this one is attractive, and I do like it.
Last thing I'll say, it's really good that it's facing north and not west. I think it's really important.
Oh, you're cheeky. Okay, come on, let's go on to number 2. Here we go. Now we're going to go from Fitzroy North down a little bit south to Fitzroy. Now this one took my fancy, Marcus, when I saw it. We're talking about 180 Gore Street, Fitzroy. Now you hear that, you're thinking, wow, is that a house?
Yeah.
Well, it's a townhouse with its own address.
Towny.
This one right here, Marcus, I've got a little bit of a history which I'm going to walk you through.
Can you walk me down the way?
It is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1-car auction, $900,000 to $990,000. Now this one, Marcus, what I like about it is that when you look at apartments and townhouses, it's interesting to see an area to see what they are compared to the median house price in that area. And so the median house price for a 2-bedroom house in Fitzroy currently will pop up right here, according to realestate.com.au. It's $1.275 million. Call it $1.3 million. Wow. This one here is quoted for $990,000. So say it even sells around that sort of range. It's still 80, it is 80% of the median house price.
Okay.
So that makes it attractive to buyers that want to be, particularly in like a townhouse.
Yep.
Coming off the ground floor, and this one here, it's got a little bit of that going.
And it's front and back as well. Some of these townhouses are usually just to the front, but you sometimes want a bit of to the back as well.
That's right. The only issue is, that was a good point, but have a look up here. We're going to pop up a photo of the rear photo. Now, we do our DD and due diligence here on the Property Palz podcast. We went to the previous listing of this when it sold the previous time, and we found the photo of what that second bedroom is, and you can see the back. The front bedroom fronts the street. It's got a little bit of screening, which gives you a little bit of privacy protection there too as well.
Yep.
But in terms of the location, what I really do like about this, and we're going to pop up a photo here, you can see the development itself. This development is, I think it's about, it was built in December, it was built in 2008, 2009, Google Street View. We looked at it in just 2008, I think, is when we looked at it, and it wasn't there. It was a car park. Then 2009 December, it was there. So it was built around that period there. Wow. Makes it, 14-ish years old. So it's not brand new, but it's in quite a larger development. But you have a townhouse component, and that to some people will be very attractive. Also, that area of Fitzroy, it's got quite a lot of low-rise feel to it. It's not really highly densely developed, which makes it quite attractive and quite nice. But on that point, it's a stone's hard throw to Smith Street. You got Coles nearby, you got all these great restaurants and stuff, Peel Street, like the whole area there is really, really highly desirable. So I think this is great for, first home buyers, for families with, maybe one kid. I think there's a lot to like about it.
Yeah, not bad, Ben.
Now, I think, is there anything else that I've got to say? So it sold for $900,000 in February 2020. Now, if it's quoted for $990, I'm guessing that they're wanting the upper of that range because over, 3.5 years, I think they'd want a little bit of appreciation. And then it sold for $605,000 in 2008. So that would have been probably off the plan at the time. That's right. And then it rented in February 2021 for $595 per week. So I'm guessing it's probably jumped up a little bit because rents for houses, townhouses and everything in the last year or two has gone up quite a lot. This development is directly next door to the Union Club Hotel, which is a pub, which is next door. So probably go there during the day and night time, just see if the noise is too much. But I think this one here, it's probably okay because it's just set back a little bit to it. But look, the bedroom window of the second bedroom, not too great, but overall I think it's a townhouse right in the heart of Fitzroy and it's something that people will love. Come on, let's go to number 1, Marky. What do we got?
Not bad, Benjamin. Let's go to number 1. Where am I going to take you, Ben? I'm going to take you to South Yarra.
Ooh, beautiful.
38 Argo Street, South Yarra now. 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 car. Auction 1.15 mil to 1.25. And Ben, auction is Saturday 28th of October at 2:30 p.m. Will you be there?
Be there, be square.
All right, you'll be there then. 123 square metres of land, therefore it's circa $10,000 per square metre of land. What do you think about that?
I think for houses, regardless of the zoning, if they've got existing improvements and a small component of land in South Yarra, that's not crazy. But I think when I heard that value, Marcus, 1.15 to actually, did you say that already?
Oh yeah, I did.
Well, the quote range, $1.15 to $1.25 million.
Yep.
That for a house in South Yarra, and I'm not sure if you know what the median house price in South Yarra is, but that's attractive, I think.
I think it is, Ben. It's a very small site though, 123 square metres. Like that's teeny tiny, right?
Well, I think for, one of those frontage, maybe it's 4.5, 5 metres wide, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Right. I don't think that's crazy for the land.
It's about 4.6, I think, wide. It's a bit narrower than the other townhouse sites just next door.
On a corner?
On a corner. So I was just going to note that as well. It is, let's have a look, neighbourhood residential zone. Not necessarily much maybe development upside up high, but maybe if you wanted to knock it down potentially.
Is there any heritage?
I don't think so. I'm going to triple check.
But also
while
too,
you
if
do
it's
that.
neighbourhood residential zone, will you get that much height anyway?
No, I don't think you get much height, but it's on a corner, so it has options, I think, with it. I'm just going to check that.
I just
keep
thought
going
when you pop up photos of what it looks like at the front, I thought this one had a lot of X factor in just how it looks and the way it was laid out, and that the location in South Yarra is extremely desirable. I'm not sure if you want to knock that down. I think it looks really good, and there's values in the existing improvements of that house.
Yeah, there definitely is value. What do you think about the timber bathrooms, Ben?
The timber bathrooms, we'll pop up a photo of it. I think in terms of...
No heritage, by the way. It's got development contribution, special buildings overlay, and a DDO.
Okay, interesting. Now, I think in terms of, the living room there with the brick, the masonry, the exposed brick looks great, the fireplace, the exposed timber beams ahead. I think this is really attractive and it feels really warm. And the timber bathrooms, wow, that reminds me of going to the snow.
It does remind me of going to the snow.
It's great. It's got a little jacuzzi or a little spa.
Do you like a jacuzzi, Ben?
I love it. I think it's
can't
great.
believe we don't have one.
Anyway, that's pretty good, Margie.
I do think it's a decent option. Backyard faces north.
Yeah.
Overall, in terms of the timber, I think I could live with that as well. It's a corner side, but if you're only paying 1.15 to 1.25 million for South Yarra, it's livable. And it's in a good location.
Great. I think that's awesome, Marcus. Well, that's it, guys. That's our 5 properties for the week. Remember to like, subscribe, share it with all your friends. We want to increase our subscriber base for the Property Palz podcast.
We do.
And we'll see you next week. See you later, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.